Today we're going to have a look at the weekly challenge in mini motorways. This one is set in Wellington. It's already going to be difficult off the bat. It's the week of the 16th of June. Start with all 9 motorways. That'll make life a little bit easier. All weekly upgrades are doubled. Make life easier for 2 different reasons. Well, I mean, all weekly upgrades doubled too is going to be a nice little benefit. But firstly, if we had the option of the motorway come up for 9 weeks, we would always choose the motorway. So we're now allowed to have something extra because we've already got the thing we want. And we're also going to get double of everything else we get anyway. Very tempting to just kick these guys straight through the mountain at this stage, since assume that we're going to get a lot of tunnels as a result of this. We'll have them that guy face down for now. Alright, so that guy kicking into circular. I always like nice early circular destinations. Means that we're start racking up deliveries a lot quicker. Pretty knocked out now, this real thin passage we always get. But I don't think there's any point in moving yellow yet, almost until we need that passage. Well, that really changes the whole dynamic of yellow. Just pause that for a second. Want these 2 guys to go that way. We'll get rid of that. That guy's going to be real handy, but we will chuck a roundabout in there too. Get these 3 guys to turn around and go that way. Nice to have some well-placed circular destinations. Start to just chug away early. Alright. How are we solving this? Got a solution for now. We could just wait now and see if yeah, what their intentions are with purple. We just having to use these extra guys at the back. But it does solve 2 problems for us, actually. If we switch all of those guys that way, then what we also get to do is switch these guys that way, and we can retain that motorway. Because even though we've got 9 motorways, we don't want to use them up, because you don't want to be a point where you have no choice but to be dependent to them. So if we can get rid of them and reclaim them, great. a little bit of a long journey that these purples have to take to get up this way. I kind of want to give a little bit of space for yellow to have anyone show up on the inside of this. I can't recall if it was this week or last week that Mini Motorways also came out to say that coming in August they've got creative mode coming to Mini Motorways, so it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. Don't love the setup that I've done for green at the moment, but I mean we're pretty limited in where we have greenhouses. These two guys are pretty isolated, so we can't really use them as a point for them. So sort of like while we can, we'll just have these two guys separate, and having these two guys grouped together is good. That's maybe a group of 3 or 4. We could separate these guys out. Great, there's our group of 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to run these guys like that. Oh. Well, I mean, I had grander plans of splitting these guys up, but now we've got this group of motorway. But now, fourth of this pink there. Well, now we've got 3 guys here, and in total we've got 10 more guys connected to this network. So do we sneak that in there? Put a roundabout in here somewhere if we can too. These guys to roll low. Well, now what we can do is we will drop these guys out of this setup. Oh, I think that guy can stay. Imagine this one guy's actually causing more harm with how much he's slowing everything down. Well, these purples here have to get up to that, so I think that this one's a motorway. I realize with these 2 circular destinations down the bottom, I could split them so that they're not sharing houses at all. But no, we'll wait till we need to. It's feels like one of the kindest setups I've had in Wellington though. This guy around about so that we can get them all connected. Now, what we can do, because we've got these 2 extra blue houses, let's say we can remove these 3 blues from connecting to this guy. However, that's who he's primarily using. Like, these are the 3 closest houses for him. But if we were to do that, we could get... Yeah, let's do it. So we're going to cut this short and then run him up. Try just a straight line this time. Run him up that way. We'll get rid of that. Get rid of all of that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to turn all these guys this way. Then we're going to take these guys. Alright, let's have a second to figure out what we want to do with them. We're going to take all these guys and we're going to run them... That purple goes that way. Then I'm going to do just a weird little op here. I don't love... Pretty needless how far we're making guys come in to go and support that. These 2 guys will get to go back that way. You've also caused problems for this blue. Now I feel like we're playing with the Wellington map that hates me. Alright, so that's sort of lowering them towards the back of those other guys. We'll get those 3 to go help out on this side. Just waiting for this bridge to disappear. Now we've got this weird little crisscross here that we've got to make sense of. We're going to whip them up ever so slightly so we can get these guys all together. Then we are going to... Well, we're going to take these 2 guys. We want them to connect in here. So let's get this guy to just sort of whip up a little bit more so they're slightly more smooth on that connection. Or we can instead... Let's go back to how they were. Those 2 guys to join via that. Don't think we've got much of a choice other than a motorway for that guy. Whole lot of pink up here though. Definitely means that we can cut this side and they can just go focus on support the guy at the top. Let's chuck a roundabout in here somewhere. Move that to there. Inclusion of this guy here, I'm going to get rid of that bridge again. We'll see how they survive without it. With that, we can sneak this guy out as well. Definitely getting a little busy now. Well, let's put a roundabout somewhere here. Though immediately we've got the option too that we can just run these guys around the top. Let's do that. So many pink houses. Blue still doesn't look great. I mean, he's standalone the only blue. So every blue house really is wanting to go to him. So there's a couple of purples right here that are greatly benefiting. Been connected for a long time there. So again, we will sort of shimmy those guys across. Also give them that extra guy. It seemed like we could easily separate these two greens down the bottom, but I almost feel like the thing is they have so many houses that we don't need to. So red kind of has the same issue that blue does in that there's one of them. No, there's two of them. But it doesn't have that issue, it's just a wind show. I'm really amazed that they have any trouble with how many houses they've got though. Guy's starting to complain as well though. Okay. Gonna put that there. We're gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna let this guy connect in there. We're gonna get rid of that. He connects in there. That connects in there. This guy is then going to just ever so slightly this route increased. Hopefully this one red guy on that side can help. It's another... I mean, generally when there's so much flow of traffic, they're pretty good. More a solution for this guy on this side. Let's disconnect these purple houses. Got so many sort of purples on this side that can assist. Gives us back these two red houses. We're gonna get them up on over and just give that guy a little bit of a hand. Another red house there, that pretty handy placement for that guy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to separate out these two guys now that we've got them having a panic, because we want the guys really close to this guy just focusing on him. Want everyone else focusing on the other guy. We don't want people making the huge long journey across. I changed my mind actually about these guys and doing that. So let's get these guys to go this way. Do it straight at this line. So that guy's about to pop. And there's a little bit of a delay of another car. He just made it. These guys are just gonna allow him to hold on. They're causing that tiny little backlog. Exactly what we need. I can see these two guys here aren't really being used, so let's send them that way. We'll just go sort of help that guy not expire. Pink at the top here is having problems too. We're just going to give him a temporary fix of... Or are you going to let... not even further than that. Let's go, what if we put... Move away. Yeah, close enough. Don't want them to eat the lunch of the other guy. Trying to think of what we can do with these guys, because none of these guys are being used. Cut these guys this way. If they get there fast enough, I'm not sure they will. Be very close though. Nah, just missed it. I was just about to hit that guy. 4-8's not too bad. It's 3 days left in the week here, so let's see how we are. We measured up. 2%. 57. There we go. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. Until next time. Catch you later. See ya.